It is now. Let's go through and do an example. Atomic symbol, B. Okay, atomic number, you're going to look it up. Boron's atomic number is 5, so you write in 5. Now, you should remember, hopefully, that the number of protons is equal to the atomic number, so look, that's 5. Every time. If you're given like 11 here, you just write 11 in right there. Doesn't even matter. Now, the next thing. In this case, okay, in this case right here, what you're given, all right, none of these are ions. So none of these are ions. So if that's the case, the number of protons and electrons will be equal because they're neutral. Okay, so you can just write a 5 here again.
Are they always neutral?
No, they're not always neutral. But on this worksheet, they're all neutral.
So every single one is...
So every single one of these columns, the atomic number will be equal to the number of electrons. Every time. If I were to give you ionic charges, though, like a +1 or a -3, then you would have to figure it out, that's how it is on the other worksheet. This one's easier. Now, finally, the atomic mass. I want you to cross that off and change it to mass number, okay? It's not atomic mass, it's mass number. Now, remember, that is protons plus neutrons, okay? So, protons plus neutrons here, 5 plus 6, 11. Are there any questions how you're going to do this? Yes?
How do you get the neutrons? Yeah.
Okay, how do you get the neutrons? Let's say, let's look at this next one. You've got your atomic mass of 24. You've got your protons. Now, first you'd have to look that up and say, well, if we've got 11, the atomic number is 11. So you would see it's sodium first off. Now, it's a neutral thing, so the number of protons and electrons are the same, but neutrons. Remember, mass number is protons plus neutrons. So you could say 24 is equal to 11 plus n for neutrons. So you would just subtract 11 from 24, which will give you
So it's just a subtraction
13.
problem?
It's just a subtraction problem.
So atomic mass minus atomic number.
Yep. Good? All right, now, quickly, look at this practice sheet. Really quickly, because this is the one that's a little different. Okay, first thing. No, it's not. Now, first thing, you look here, atomic number, you've got nitrogen, 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 3 in a row. I told you, if you have nitrogen, it's always 7, no matter what. So you just fill that in right there. So. The periodic table mass, you're going to look it up. So you're going to look up nitrogens, it's 14.007. Next one, you'll look up aluminum. You would find it's 26.98, etc. You look those up, you write them in. The mass number. This is important. You can only find the mass number if it's written in isotope notation. So, now, I'll explain this. Now, right here for the first one, do you have a 15 and a 7 above it or next to it? No. So there is no mass number given to you, so that's why you write not given. But on the next one, you remember the top number is the mass number. So you just write down 15 is the mass number in this case. And I guess I'll just fill this in just first. Now, these happen to be the same because, again, you have 15 on top of both. Okay. Now, let's look. The next one. Is it an ion? Is number 2 an ion? No. What about number 3?
Yes.
Yes. You know because of these charges right here. There's nothing right there. There's nothing to put in a box there, but there's a -3 there. That signifies that it's an ion. Yeah.
If it's negative or positive.
Negative or
as long
positive.
As long as there's a number there.
As long as there's a number there, it's an ion. Okay, last but not least, number of protons is equal to the atomic number, so you just 7, simple. Neutrons. Remember, to find neutrons, okay, you're going to have your mass number minus protons. So, basically, 15 minus 7. What's that give you? It just happens to be the same in this case. It's not always going to be the same. Now, electrons we got to think about. If it's not an ion, then the number of electrons and protons are equal. However, if it is an ion, then you have to think. You have a -3 charge. That means you have 3 more electrons than protons. So you have to add 3 electrons. So even though it's -3, you're going to add 3 electrons. So it's going to be 7 plus 3, 10 electrons. If it was positive, you'd subtract. All right? I know it seems like a lot, but once you get to doing this will not take you very long. It just is designed to get you really comfortable with all this. Now, are there any other questions?